Hi everyone, it has been such a long time since I have done a long style video. I have just been putting up shorts. As you know, quick backstory, in May we became foster parents and we have still had our little ones with us all this time. So it's been 5 months now and we are really enjoying being foster parents. There are some really difficult things about it. One of those things is that I just have less time. I pour all of my time into our kids. And so I have not had time to do filming and all the things. I let my garden completely die. I was really excited for all of those different varieties of plants I was going to try, and I just completely let it die. So today's video is a little different. Homeschool our kids in preschool. They go to elementary and junior high and high school, public school, but I like to keep my little ones home with me. Also, we live so far out of town that it's just a lot easier for me to because preschool is usually only like 3 hours long, so it'd be more time for me to drive into town, take them to preschool. Anyway, I've just always planned our preschool at home. And this year, our preschool is bugs. And so in August, we started with butterflies, and I've posted some shorts about releasing butterflies, and we learned all about the butterfly life cycle. And then September was snails and worms. And yes, I know they're invertebrates. They're not actually insects, but I just thought it'd be fun for preschool to do snails and worms. And we were visiting my in-laws, and we saw that they had a lot of snails in their yard. And so that was like before the preschool program had started. We visited them over the summer, and it was our little guy's birthday, and I asked if they could also bring some snails with them. And so my mother-in-law brought me amazing, beautiful snails. She brought me 2 of these really big type snails and then 4 of these really long, skinny snails, which I have now learned that the big ones are like, they eat plants, but the skinny ones, they're actually carnivorous, so they actually eat other snails and worms, and I have a problem. I think they might have died. But first of all, let me tell you what happened with the 2 big snails. They were living a happy little life in this container right here, just one of those containers you get at the good old Walmart. And they were so happy that they decided they were going to lay some eggs. So I separated them, which if you are my friend on Facebook or follow my Facebook page, because it is public, anyone can follow along with what I post on Facebook. If you follow it, you have seen that we have a bit of a situation. My snails just laid eggs, and anyway, they're very cute, and a lot of people want them as like a little pet. So I named them Romeo and Juliet because I ended up separating them. But then on one of those comments on Facebook, I learned that apparently snails can lay eggs on their own if they're happy as well. So separating them might not have even fixed the problem. So here is our original. Let's see here. You can see this one is Juliet. And snails are both male and female. So the names don't really matter. I just named them Romeo and Juliet because I thought that was cute. And I separated them in their own terrarium. So what I'm going to be doing today is cleaning out this terrarium. It's a little different of a video. It's not really homesteading, and it's definitely not gardening, because you don't really want snails in your garden unless they are the carnivorous snails that are going to eat the other snails. So here is Romeo, and he's always at the top here. And I used a pretzel container. I was working with what I had, guys. So my four pointy shells, they were my favorite ones. They are living in this one, and I haven't seen them in a long time. I see this one right here, and it hasn't moved. So I don't know if it's alive, but I did find something else. So I want to dig these up, see if they're alive. I'm also going to separate them. So I have 4 pickle jars. They're a lot smaller than the big ones. Let me show you what I found. So they might be dead, but they left a little something before they died. So I lifted this up and I found them. See? They also laid eggs, but theirs are at the very bottom. So these ones laid eggs up the side. I'll add a picture and they laid their eggs up. It was really crazy. So, and they were big too. They were, I don't know, I felt bad for the snail laying that big of eggs. These ones are really tiny eggs. So anyway, let's get to digging up this. I'm gonna see if I can get a better shot of these eggs for you. And let's get to digging up some snail eggs and see if these 4 snails are alive, separate them, and I've learned that I need to probably dig up some earthworms to put in there, and they eat earthworms, so it's kind of sad. I love earthworms, but they also eat other snails, so that is also good. So I don't know. I still don't really trust releasing any snails into my garden because I've never had a problem. Knock on wood. I've never had a problem with snails in my garden. That's not a pest I've ever had to deal with. So none of these snails are getting released into the wild on our property because I just don't think it's good. These are literally just gonna be pet snails. Oh, let me show you the babies. Let me show you the babies. Made a little terrarium for them in this salsa container. And they are just teeny tiny. They were super clear when they were first hatched. They looked like almost like little pearls. Anyway, they're very interesting little creatures. Like I said, it doesn't really make sense for me to be videoing this because I am a gardener and you wouldn't want these in your garden, but I don't know. I like creatures, and we're doing this preschool. What all started it is this preschool program, and I'm like, ooh, it'd be so fun to watch some snails grow, and we got a lot of snails to watch. We got a lot of snails to watch grow now. I mean, and I'm not just discriminating against snails here. I also am keeping a little spider that we found outside. It's actually very cute. So, yeah. I don't know. I really like to learn about things and helping the kids see it. It's been a fun time. It's been good times. Like I said, if you are curious about any other projects that I've been doing with this preschool program, it is all public on my Facebook. So it's just Katie Humes on Facebook. So I also have a Humes Little Homestead page, but I haven't been updating it as much since becoming a foster mommy. Nice view up my nose here. All right, let's see if we can show you these. There's 2 clutches. Really interesting. Focus. So I'm going to gently dig them up and put them in a smaller container and see what I can do about the 4 that I don't know where they are. All right, so I'm just going to pop this lid off. I fed them apples last night, but as you can see, it doesn't really look. They were eating the lettuce and stuff I put in there. Also, I did notice I put eggshell in here, and they did come up and eat all of that recently. So the eggshell is just to add calcium for the snails. I was using a cuttle bone, and then I watched a video that you could just use an eggshell, and I was like, oh my goodness. I have tons of eggshells. So this was something I put in there for their water dish. I'm going to pull that out. And I'm just going to dump stuff on this paper plate. It's already been used, so not wasting it or anything. All right, there's no snails in there. Okay. See if I can see any dug down in there. And let me remember. And there are little holes where they have dug down. So let me remember where the eggs are. Okay, the eggs are in this corner. So I need to remember that. Put that there. Because I don't want to hurt the eggs. Let me see. I don't see any right there. I kind of don't know what to do. Maybe take this plant out? The plant is doing so well. All right, Planty, you're coming out. And this is a live plant. Nope, Planty, you're not coming out. I just need to know if they're dead or alive. Are you dead or are you alive? Yeah, I lifted it up to see if they had burrowed down to the bottom, and that's when I found the eggs. Alright, this is taking too long. I'm going to just take off this stuff with the spoon. Found one. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if it's okay or not. Okay. So we found one. I'm gonna put it in some water and rinse it off. I just don't know. I wonder if they laid their eggs and died. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look dead. It doesn't feel empty or anything. Sorry. I don't know. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, we found one. 3 more to go. All right, now how do I want to go about getting the eggs out? I've decided I really do want to get the eggs out because the last ones I was waiting for them. So I'm just gonna lift this plant and maybe it'll put me right down there. Oh yeah, look, there they are. Okay. So the other type of snails did this too. They laid their eggs at the base of a plant. And it seems that it's probably the healthiest thing for them. So I kind of want to leave them. I'm going to be putting the eggs in this. Very clear. I can see when they hatch. Just regular water. So I think I'm just going to lift this plant carefully. And put the eggs down in there. I wasn't as gentle as I would have liked to have been. Okay. I know there's more down in there. Just check. The other ones hatched in 2 weeks. So that was pretty wild. How quickly they hatched. Okay. Probably both of them. Ugh. I have another idea for the remaining eggs. Some eggs are in here in the soil, but I would really like to get a better close-up of them hatching, so I'm going to, this could be a terrible idea, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put them in here, rinse them off, and then put them on a damp paper towel so we can watch them a little closer. Alright, that's as much debris as I could get out of there. So I'm just going to literally do this and see if I can turn it upside down. And, well, should have realized all the water would come out. Okay. They are fragile, but they're not like They're not breaking if I grab them, so gently. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. These guys are alive, but they have some type of covering. I wonder if they were hibernating. I feel kind of bad. I'm gonna have to read about that. They're each gonna go in their own little thing though. It looks like they are alive, so that is good news. Nobody was dead in the bottom of the tank. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take a small bit of paper towel. Actually, I'm gonna cut this so it looks nice. Counted 53 eggs in this one. I didn't count the eggs I put in here. We're just gonna compare and see what happens. So I am just gonna put some saran wrap with a rubber band over this. To keep in the humidity. They're pretty durable. Tiny, but durable. This will be perfect to be able to watch them hatch. And they are turning. I noticed the other ones, when they were hatching, they started turning this yellowy color. So I'm wondering, is it going to be soon? Or I'm wondering if I dug them up, if that's gonna force them, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's what I did. So just gonna trim this excess off. All right, next thing I'm doing, I'm gonna water this plant that I just planted in here. Very gently, since there's a bunch of eggs in there too. I got too much water in there, so I'm just tilting it on its side and soaking up the water with a paper towel. Just gonna double check there's no snail eggs on there. Very good. Got the water. I'm not gonna press this soil down because how fragile those eggs are. The next thing I'm going to do, clean off the sides. I'm using a lot of paper towels for this today. Sorry, trees. Should back you guys out so you can see better. And then, in fact, I will do that. And then I'm going to cover this with saran wrap. I don't think they would escape because the babies that I have over here were very slow for 3 days, but you know, I'm kind of busy and I don't really want snails all over my house. And it would be the case that snails would just escape and crawl everywhere. So I'm just going to seal around. Yeah, this is going to work out pretty good, I think. Let's see. fact, I think I'll put a rubber band on this one too. I've been wanting to use this jar. I was gonna put cactus in it. I still might after this project is over. We found this jar on the side of the road. We pulled over to help someone that was broken down on the side of the road, and this jar was literally there. And I was like, oh, I love that jar. All right. Since these guys are alive and well, let's get them some little jars going. This one still hasn't tried to come out. Okay, aren't they neat looking? And I'm going to go find some earthworms to put down in there, since that's what they eat. It looks like they need calcium. Look at their shells. Probably from laying eggs. Whoa, interesting. Okay. Everybody, so we ended up with, I believe, 53 snail eggs. I can't remember. I have 30 little baby snails. And now I've got the 4 terrariums. They're already digging down in. I'll show a close-up of that. This one's not. I don't know about this guy. And then I'm not sure how many eggs were in with this plant, but there's a few at the bottom here, so we'll see what happens. The thing I have to do is just wipe out. Yep, this one's gone. Oh, there it goes down. Going down right there. So neat. Okay, I just have to wipe out Romeo and Juliet's because it's so yucky. But let me turn the camera around so you can see these guys digging down in. So wild. I think this one's alive. I just don't know. I don't know. I keep looking over there, but I need to look over there. Sorry, guys. I flipped my camera the other way today. All right. Doo-doo-doo. There they go. This one Where is it? They're going down pretty fast. There it is. Right there. Where did this guy go? Girl, guy. There it goes, right by the plant. It's going down. They seem to like a plant, so they seem to enjoy having a plant. And then, meh, I don't know about you. Wonder if I should bury it or let it do its own thing. I don't know what to do. Okay, gonna wipe these guys out, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this little snail adventure. Like I said, it's a little different video than I've ever done before. I mean, I guess we do have the ladybug video where we put a ladybug terrarium together, but this is just very different. You wouldn't expect a gardener to keep snails. So, I don't know. This is just kind of how my life has turned for the moment. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying our channel, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. We will talk to you soon. Bye.